Hey, how's it going, guys? I've noticed over the course of my Airsoft videos that I've mentioned several times that I don't have very many tools to work with. And the little bit of tools I have, they do work, but they're not the proper tools. So, I've complained, oh, well, it's pretty good considering what tools I have. That's usually what I say. And, yeah, it's occurred to me that maybe I should just do a video on my tools. This is it. These are my tools. And I'm just gonna go over them and talk about what I usually use each set of tools for. Because okay, obviously you use these to unscrew, screws or whatever, or you may use this to, you know, cut something, or, just to cut something, and then you have one of these utility things or whatever, utility, knife, tweezers, you know. So I'm just going to quickly go over them and say, pretty much how often I use them, and stuff like that. So let's just go over that now. I don't really use this screwdriver that much. If I usually when I do use it, it's for like 1911 pistol grips, or maybe even M93R pistol grips, because they have wider Phillips style screw heads. This screwdriver is like 10 years old, I'm not even kidding. I've been using this screwdriver forever. I use this for pretty much everything that I can pretty much use it for. You guys have seen it in pretty much any of my videos that have to do with maintaining or doing custom work or whatever on airsoft guns. So there you go. Like, I use this one a lot for prying things, or holding things still. Like when you take apart your 1911 style pistols and you have the plunger that's up against the thumb safety, I use this usually to hold it in place. Anyway, moving on. Here's a Phillips. I use this small Phillips screwdriver, obviously, for just Phillips head screwdriver. That's all I use that for. This one, large Phillips, I usually use this one on some of the screws on one of my airsoft guns. I should just say, or I would just say, what airsoft gun, but, it's one I haven't shown yet, so kind of don't want to spoil anything. And I also use this as a hammer. So, there you go. Like, for example, nothing like major, nothing like real, like, hardware kind of stuff. Like, I usually use this in conjunction with, I think, this Allen key. Sometimes this one, because they're almost around the same size. This one actually works better, because the way it's curved. For like magazines, like their pins, I would have the Allen key around here, and I would use my knees as a vise to hold the magazine, and then just like that. That's pretty much it with this. This is just self-explanatory. There's no other use that I use this for. Just using to saw things down or whatever, which I barely ever use it. I don't have too much that I need to cut down. I use this to cut guns in half. If you believe that. Wow. Okay, you guys see me use this. I've used this for my magazine mods, my gas magazine mods. I use it to cut around the spout section that's usually up here, the rubber piece. And you just cuff the duct tape into here. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, just look up my gas efficiency mod. That's all I use that for. And then this is, multi-purpose. Believe it or not, I don't use this that much. Sometimes I'll use it for this Phillips because it's a little bit bigger than my standard Phillips. And sometimes I use this file, which is starting to wear down a lot. I would use the ruler on the other side of it, but I don't know, it seems a little off, I think. I don't know how accurate it is. I mean, you would think it would be really accurate, but I'm not too sure. These I usually use to pick up like very tiny screws or very tiny springs, or I use it to hold something like little pieces in place or whatever. I don't have very big hands, but I have like what people call doctor hands. The hell out of here. So like, it's kind of hard to hold these little tiny pieces or whatever, so sometimes I use these. I don't use these that often, but I got all these Allen keys, which I do not use that much, but I have them for when I need them. I use either this very large one or the second largest one for the back of the bolt action assembly for my bolt action M6. Self-explanatory. These are my main Allen keys that I use. That's why I have them aside. This one I'm not too sure what I use it for. It's either this one or this one I use for blowback housing units. This one, like I said, I usually use as a punch. And I forgot what I used this one for. Sometimes I use this one as a punch. I do use it pretty often. I just haven't used it recently. Then I got sandpaper right now. I usually have a variety of sandpaper right now. I just have 220. And this I use as it's a buffer. So I use it just to buff out. That's self-explanatory too. That's it. That's it. This is what I have to work with all the time, and all the work that I put into my custom 1911, and all the work I put into trench Valkyrie and the Glosser was all done with something in here. Glosser was mainly done with this saw, this Phillips. I think that's it. Maybe something here, I don't remember. But that's it. There you go. Now you know what I had to work with. And if you're in the same boat as me, you don't have a lot of tools, or you don't have the right tools, now you can ask me and I can give you some advice on it. Alright, there you have it. Thanks for watching. See you guys later. Oh, by the way, I got a tripod for my camera, so that's what I'm using right now. Alright.